So we did our out west tour, and I'm getting ready now to put on tire number 3, rear tire number 3. Started out with a Metzler 880, and that did the California, or from Michigan here to down to the Texas border. I had a couple of heroes down there rescue me. I had a stator problem, but there's another whole story in itself. Anyway, the new Metzler made it down to Texas, down to the border down there, and then up to California and to the coast, and then up to the Dalles, Oregon for a rally up there, and Mount St. Helens, and then back to Sacramento. And the time I got to Sacramento, it had chunked. The tire was chunked up pretty bad. Then I put on a new full bore M66 it was called, and that's in the garage here anyway. That worked just fine. Got me back home here up to Glacier National Park and that kind of stuff. And there's still a little bit of tread left on it, but not much. She's right down to where it needs to be changed. So I'm sticking a new Michelin on her now. There's the new tire. I noticed though that this time when I changed it, a lot of guys change these valve stems out every time. Way I go through tires, I don't always put a new one in, but this time I noticed my valve stem. Now this is the old one. I don't know if you can see that on here or not, but this is the old one, and I pretty much destroyed it getting it out. She was in there pretty good, but I did manage to get it out, and it was weather checking pretty good on the rubber piece. Okay, that seals the puppy off. Okay, the main reason for this video is just wanted everybody to see what a new valve stem looked like. Now you notice on here that see that rubber piece right there. All right, now I've pulled that rubber piece down off the T here that it goes against, and the reason that I did that was I want to make sure that it's, even though it's brand new, I still want to make sure that it's good and clean underneath the edge of it. All right. And then also I wanted to show you guys something. Notice that these come with 2 nuts. All right, and the reason, see those 2 nuts right there? The reason that they do that is that the face of that rubber piece, goes flush here. You can see there's like a little countersink in the rim that it sets into. All right, it doesn't pull through that hole, and then like some aluminum wheels, these don't pull through and seal off all the way around the stem and then onto the outside, like some of them have like a groove. Like a groove cut in the rubber piece that the rim actually sets in. These aren't like that. All right, this is a squish. Okay, and through the years in bikes that I've worked on, I've noticed that people have a tendency of over tightening that squish. Okay, it's the idea here is for the face right here of that rubber piece to go flat against this, and that's your seal. Okay, and up underneath here it's got like a little spot that it sets into that T right there. All right, and it's squished against in between the rim and the head of the valve stem itself. It doesn't seal off all the way around the valve stem and through the rim. It doesn't. These don't work like that. All right. So the reason that they double nut these is the idea is you tighten the first nut down, and if I wasn't by myself trying to do this, I would actually put this on tape. But you see that bottom one there that I'm screwing down? Okay. That, you tighten that down, and you watch that rubber piece, and all you want to do is squish it. You don't want to over tighten it, because it literally can mess that seal up. You want to just so it just flares out or flattens out a little bit. So you got a good squish to it, and then after you do that, then you tighten this top nut. It's called a double nut. To us guys that have been around a little bit, you tighten that nut against the other nut, the top nut against the bottom nut, and that's how you secure it. That's how you tighten it up. You don't tighten the thing down real tight on the bottom nut. So just thought I'd throw that out.